Welcome to the Car Guy Show. Join award-winning automotive magazine publisher Tim Miller, along with his co-hosts, national champion race car driver Kristin Traeger, and country singer, songwriter, and driving instructor Luke Betchner, as they travel the country looking at car life and car culture. Join us as we meet car guys in their cars, in their garages, at their clubs, and at their events. Come along for a real kick in the asphalt.
Okay, money's tight, and it's been easy putting off maintenance on your car. Now you've got a problem that needs to be fixed. Fix it right the first time at City Garage, where they treat you right and never say, "We told you so," about keeping up with maintenance.
Triple F Automotive has over 65 classic cars for sale and a state-of-the-art restoration facility with a complete inventory of parts. For the finest quality restoration of your classic car, call Triple F Automotive today. Welcome to the Car Guy Show, and thank you for watching. This week we had an opportunity to visit a very special Top Shop. Just off of Interstate 35 is a place where the name says it all. Come with us to see Texas Hot Rides, and the Car Guy Show starts now.
Hi, my name's Bill Westerfield, and I'm your typical car guy. I started life always working on cars with my dad. I grew up as a Mopar guy. My dad had a 1970 Cuda, my uncle had a 1970 Super B. My whole family was infatuated with Mopars, and so naturally, that's how I grew up. I first learned how to drive on a 1970 446-pack Cuda 4-speed. After that point, I knew that all I wanted to do was cars. As I was growing up in Texas, I had a 1989 Firebird Formula. That was my first car, and I absolutely thought it was the coolest, fastest, most amazing car made. So through owning that Firebird, I got to meet a lot of friends in school that really shared the same passion with me with cars. That's where I met John. All throughout high school we were friends. This just kind of was natural, we always had. So after high school, I got a call from John about a year later, and he said, "Hey man, I've got a really good idea. I want to open a scooter store at the University of Texas in Austin, and I'm going to call it Texas Hot Rides." And for me, I'd been looking for something kind of to get out of the daily hustle and bustle grind and whatnot, and if it meant selling stuff and being around cool toys, I was all about it. A couple weeks go by, and we decided that Texas Hot Rides, we should stick with our passion, and we changed Texas Hot Rides from a scooter dealership to a car dealership. When we made that decision to start Texas Hot Rides as a car dealership, we were kind of left high and dry, and so we had to take advantage of what we could, and so that meant working out of the back of John's dad's jewelry store in Dallas, and so we used that as long as we could to the best we could. I remember we would have a few cars, and we would always tell people that we had this big warehouse and that we were going to go get the car from the big warehouse because we were a little embarrassed of the place, but at the same time we were very excited and ready to rock. When we were in the back of the jewelry store, we had a very small office. We set up 2 computers in, and we just started scouring, looking for stuff that excited us, that we knew had a fan base. Things like Mustangs and Camaros and stuff like that that we knew very well at the time. Our first performance car we were really excited about was a Chevy Trailblazer SS. And for us, being younger kids, having something like that was just absolutely, it was an amazing feeling for us. It was a big deal. And we were so excited, and it really just gave us a vision of where we wanted to take Texas Hot Rides. And then we started getting Corvettes, then we started doing a lot of Mustangs, And that's when things really took off for us. After the jewelry store, we moved into what we call our Venture Drive location in Farmers Branch, Texas. That's where we started really growing. We met Mitchell that way. He actually sold us a car. That's how he first came to be with us. And things just started really taking off at that point. We went from selling about 10 to 15 cars a month to up near 50, 60 cars a month, which for a smaller operation like us was awesome. And we really started gaining a loyal client base and people that would follow us constantly and buy cars, multiple cars from us over the years. Obviously, we're more geared towards special interest, high-end, special cars rather than just your average car. So our clientele was based all over the United States. So we moved into Addison, just north of that, into our own separate location. We were there for 4 years, quickly outgrew that. We went to having about 80 cars in inventory at all points in times, and it was a blast, to say the least. It was just a whole bunch of fun in that location, and now we're here. What you're seeing here now is a result of just hard work and grinding on all of our parts and really putting our head to it. So we finally have our own standalone building right off Interstate 35 here in Dallas. Couldn't be more excited, and we finally got to put something together that's truly our vision. We couldn't have gotten to where we are today without our client base. We ship cars all over the world. We sent some to New Zealand, we've sent some to Australia, we shoot them up north, all over the United States, Canada, Mexico, you name it, we've sent a car there. When we find our inventory, we search all over the United States. It's impossible to find these kind of cars just locally here in Texas. So we've got people in Arizona, Florida, California. We try to stick down south. That's where we've seemed to find the better cars that lack rust and major issues and stuff like that. So we search through specialty auctions. We go to local auctions. We do what we need to make sure that we get the absolute best cars. It's tough buying a car like this as a consumer because most dealerships, most other people don't understand all the specifics with these cars, what options make them rare, what the performance parts mean or do. That's why we have such a big client base, is because we are educated in all of these cars and we can tell you everything from A to Z as far as modifications and benefit and advice, stuff like that, versus going to a major franchise store. They just show you a car, have no clue what it is, and tell you what you want to hear. So that's why we've built up a very, very, very good client base as far as these cars go. We also have a lot of customers that are looking for a specific car that they're having a hard time locating. We deal with that all the time, and we really kind of specialize in that. We know tons of various avenues of where to acquire these cars and whatnot. So if I have a customer that comes to me and says, hey, I want a competition orange 03 Cobra, it's got to have less than 20,000 miles, we know exactly where to go to get stuff like that. And that's another reason why we like to pride ourselves and say that we're better than the rest. So not only do we make sure that we get the right cars for our customers, but we do a very rigorous process to make sure these cars are in tip-top shape and where they need to be. We go through, obviously the fluids are checked and changed. We check our spark plugs in our modified cars. We make sure their tune is spot on, so that way you can drive down the road in confidence with these cars. Having the knowledge of these modifications is very important, because when you have a small problem or a car comes in with a tuning issue, you know right where to go with that. So it makes it a lot easier. We've got a lot of connections with all the local performance shops. We know all the guys pretty much like their brothers. So when you buy a car from us, you know you're buying a quality car that's ready to rock out of the box, ready to have fun and hit the streets in. Our inventory changes every day, so I urge you to go to our website, texashotrides.com, see our latest stuff, or feel free to come on in and check us out. We have an amazing waiting room, a great atmosphere here, and we'd love to share our passion with cars with you, and we look forward to meeting you.
You're watching The Car Guy Show, and we'll be right back.
Car problems are no problem when City Garage is on it. If your car breaks down or needs repair, fix it right the first time at City Garage.
Hi, this is Brad with Sons of Thunder Motor Works in Plano, Texas. And we are here to help you attain the investment quality, distinctive classic car of your dreams. Check out our website and make an appointment, come by and see us, and we'll help you with that car dream.
Autoscope, trust and value, the way car repair should be.
Well, I'm John Samuels, founder of Texas Hot Rides. We started this business, let's see here, with 2 cars. Very slow and steady, I would say. It's very ironic that we're, a specialist only automotive dealership. Everything we do is either unique in some way, shape, or form, or performance oriented. We started this, generally because it was a hobby more so than something we wanted to do as a job, and ended up being able to make a job out of it. And it's really successful to come into work every day and not have to tailor to the boss who's pushing the numbers and just going over the bottom line, when for us it's like we are enthusiasts that's serving other enthusiasts, which makes this way more enjoyable than working at a different dealership. People come from all over expecting kind of a pushy sales environment, when just the other day we had a customer come in from West Texas, and he was working with Mitchell. Mitchell said, okay, I really like the car you're going for, came in for a specific unit, and ended up pushing him away because he felt like that wasn't a good fit. It was a highly modified Mustang, and he ended up leaving with something a little more mild than what he had initially anticipated. And he stopped me on the way out and he said, I really appreciate you guys not steering me towards the more expensive car, just to make a bigger sale. And that was something that really rang with me. We want people to come in here not just from Dallas, from everywhere, and feel comfortable and not pressured. We're very fortunate that most of the customers who come in, they already know what they're shopping for. We don't get a lot of people coming in just browsing, although we welcome everybody. And we want it to be really relaxed, as if we're not here buying a used car. We're here experiencing the full Texas Hot Rides experience. And part of that is just hanging out and enjoying it. And we like to hear everybody's feedback. And seeing where, what brought them to us, not just, the car itself. We've been really fortunate thus far to, grow to this point now where we have our new location off 35, right off Sandy Lake, and yeah, it's been a long ride. Here we are.
Found out about Texas Hot Rides through my brother. My brother came in here and bought a GTO probably 4 or 5 years ago. Since then I came in here and been buying cars ever since. I've probably bought 30 or 40 cars in the last 4 years from them. I've kind of changed cars frequently. My experiences here have always been great. My first time coming in, they made the process of buying a car pretty much painless. I was used to going to bigger dealerships and going back and forth with all the salesmen and haggling on prices, and the finance department and this and this, and they're just real straight shooters. Like, it is what it is. They give you a price, they give you the best price the first time. Service is great. If they ever have any issues, they always take care of it and address it immediately. They sell some really unique cars, unlike other dealerships that are, powerful of run-of-the-mill cars. They have a lot of specialty stuff, and that's kind of what I'm into. I enjoy sports cars and one-off stuff, especially high-end cars, trucks, you name it, they got it.
My name's Doug Morrow. I've been a Texas resident for 27 years, and I love speed. Sometimes I just come in and walk around, and recently I did that, and then there was a really nice Maserati sitting on the floor, and it just grabbed me, and they had called ahead and said, Doug, I think this car's for you, and it took me about 13 seconds to realize that it was it was for me exactly like they had said, and now the Maserati's sitting out in the parking lot right now. And what do I think of when I think of Texas Hot Rides? I think of the word trust.
Car problems? No problem. City Garage is a car repair problem solver. Vehicle rescue, car rental, repair options, and quality service to fix your problem. City Garage, we're on it.
Triple F Automotive has over 65 classic cars for sale and a state-of-the-art restoration facility with a complete inventory of parts. For the finest quality restoration of your classic car, call Triple F Automotive today.
Does your business need more customers? At Local Marketplace, we'll kick your website into high gear with quality website design, effective SEO, pay-per-click marketing, and social media campaigns. Call us today to get started.
The way I found Texas Hot Rides was that about 4 or 5 years ago, I saw a car online that they had. It's pretty funny. I won't forget it. It's a Pontiac GTO. So I walked in, and of course, like I already knew it was going to be the best experience I ever had. It was a great car, but unfortunately, I couldn't get financed on it because I was a young kid. I was 17 at the time, but that didn't stop me. I just waited till I was 18 years old, and I came in here and I bought my first car from them, which was a Cadillac CTSV. And it was by far the best experience I've ever had. Start to finish, it was everything you could have dreamed for, being a car guy and buying a car. Long story short, the guys and the staff are really good with cars and their knowledge about cars. So of course I wanted to do things to it and make it fast and, you know, pretty much have the baddest CTSV out on the lot, or on the streets I should say. And that's what I did. And since then I've bought another 5 cars from them, and I could honestly say I have never had a better experience buying a car at any other dealership but Texas Hot Rides. So I bought my 2015 Dodge Viper about 4 months ago. I was telling them for about a year to look out for one, and the first one they just so happened to get in, they called me on, and I bought from them, which was a great experience because following up with people makes them feel wanted and like they want your business, and that's exactly what they want. You know, they help you out in any way they can, give you advice on what to do to the car, where to take it, you know. Absolutely, hands down, am in love with the car. And before that, I've bought a Corvette from them, another Cadillac from them, a Mustang from them. These guys really know what they're doing. It's almost hard to come up with words for the things that they do here and how overboard they go for their customers here and the way they present themselves here. You know, guys, Mustangs, Corvettes, Camaros, Pontiacs, whatever it is that you might want, this is the place to come to.
My name is Evan Jarcy, and I handle all the finance here at Texas Hot Rides. Really, my journey here began almost 20 years ago. I've known all these guys since high school, and we were enthusiasts in high school, of course, and our cars were not nearly this nice. But you know, we had our own little parking spot. We went to car shows. I was driving this old, beat-up '87 Camaro that could barely make it up a hill, but I loved it. All these guys had way cooler ones. Bill had a Firebird, John a Z28, and it's just what we did. We were enthusiasts from the very beginning. It's such a cliche thing to say, that do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life, but it's so true. I haven't been to work in 5 years, but I do come see my friends every day, and that's really been a great thing for me. The best part of my job, I would say, I get asked this question a lot, is getting to see the look on people's faces when you're helping them make their dream come true. Obviously, this is not just going and picking up your standard Honda, Toyota daily driver car, something that, although you love your car and you want to drive it every day, this is something that people work their whole lives to get to. The culmination of all those things just makes it a really special thing for me.
Hi, my name is Denisha Dickey. I'm a service advisor with City Garage at our Plano location. I've been in the automotive repair industry for 15 years, and I'm passionate about educating my customers. It's my job to make sure that everyone that comes into our store is well informed about the routine maintenance needs on their vehicles. It helps their vehicles to last longer, be more dependable, and it also can help save future repair costs. Sometimes people don't understand the recommendations that we make on the services, so I make sure to take the time to explain and answer any questions that they might have. At City Garage, we never recommend services that are not needed. Sometimes people can't afford everything all at once, and so we prioritize by safety, reliability, maintenance, and preventative services. We work hard to make sure that our customers are satisfied. At City Garage, this is our #1 priority.
So the type of vehicles we have here at Texas Highways, from exotics to Mustangs, to supercharged Camaros, to supercharged heads cam Corvettes. This is what we specialize in. We do a little above and beyond of what normal dealerships do. We check tunes, we check AFRs, air fuel ratios, compression, boost levels, etc. So if you're in the market for a low mileage Corvette that has some work done, or maybe a rare color Challenger, this is what we do. We have several different modified Cadillac CTSVs. This is the highest horsepower Cadillac sedan they have ever produced, 556 horsepower. We have many different ranging. We have 750 horsepower cars ranging all the way up to 1,000 horsepower cars. So if you're looking for a modified Cadillac CTSV, come see me.
Auto racing and watches tend to go hand in hand. I remember when I was a kid, as a young racer, my dad would go to the grandstands with his clipboard and time my qualifying sessions lap by lap. But watches have been in the racing community for years, sponsoring races like the Rolex 24 Hours. Now, one of my favorite watch companies is a local brand by the name of Jack Mason. And today I have Peter, the creative director here, to explain why they came up with Jack Mason and what makes it so special. So Peter, tell me about how the Jack Mason brand was started.
So the company was founded upon a passion for creating quality product. The co-founders of the company, Craig and Michael, who are good friends of mine. They've had extensive experience in the watch industry. I myself have been designing watches for over 10 years now. And so through that friendship, I decided to leave the corporate world, take a risk, and join this startup here in Dallas. In the history of watchmaking, racing watches especially is one of the most iconic timepieces. And so Jack Mason, when we created the watch line, we really wanted to base the brand around the most iconic timepieces. So racing watches being one of them. So when we first decided to do this collection, I knew that there needed to be direct inspiration from cars in general, whether it's muscle cars or sports cars. But Jack Mason being a more Americana brand, we decided to go more towards the American muscle type of cars. So
good choice.
Yeah. So when we look at this watch here, the racing watch, there are quite a few design elements that pull direct inspiration from cars. So for example, the leather strap on this watch they have 3 holes in them, and that's inspiration off of vintage racing steering wheel. Obviously back then, you put holes in things to reduce weight.
Right. Power to weight ratio. That's what it's all about.
Exactly. So, for us, got to keep the watch as light as possible.
If our car guys want to, see these watches, touch these watches for themselves, and perhaps invest in a nice timepiece, where can they go to find it?
They can go to at any one of their nearest Nordstrom locations. They are one of our biggest supporters, as well as a few specialty watch shops around Dallas. And obviously, our door is always open here at Jack Mason headquarters. So anytime you can walk through, and we'll be happy to show you the collection.
Well, that's it for this week's show. Thank you for watching. Remember to like us on Facebook and to tune in to our YouTube channel. And tell all your friends that this show is a kick in the asphalt.
That you're going to keep for many years and enjoy with your family. How's that? I had it all in my head when I was going to say it. Now it's like blank. And I love seeing that look on their face when they get to drive home with it and, get to drive it out of here. Okay. Oh, let's see.
Car problems got you down? No worries. City Garage solves car problems and won't waste your time or money. Vehicle rescue, car rental, repair options, and quality service to fix your problem. City Garage, no problem.
Hi, this is Brad with Sons of Thunder Motor Works in Plano, Texas. And we are here to help you attain the investment quality, distinctive classic car of your dreams. Check out our website and make an appointment, come by and see us, and we'll help you with that car dream.
Autoscope. Trust and value, the way car repair should be.